You know what I'm saying? Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Off Season presented by Cardinal Studios, which is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Y'all, we got a guest today. My cousin Aidan is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Everyone give it up for my homie.
Go!
You feel me? With me, you know, it's me, Brandon. With me, I got my bro Q. And as always, our homie Bella. You know what I'm saying? So today, you know, actually, we're going to kind of get this kicked off. You know, as we usually do, there's always some drama going on in the NFL. And we're going to get things kicked off with some news in Bella Land, you know what I'm saying, in Detroit world.
You know, funny enough, Detroit
Terrion,
world. No.
Making some headlines. Tell us what's going on out there.
No, bro, because listen, as much as you want to say he's a lion, he's not a lion anymore as of current waiver status. So he's not a lion, but as we know, Terrion Arnold, look, man, great guy, except not really. So
hey, Nick Saban, yeah.
Nick Saban.
So looking here at kind of what happened, like, it's not even showing up, but basically he was involved in, like, the best way that I can kind of describe this, well, there was a bunch of jewelry, like cash, a bunch of other things, in his beach-style townhome, as this overview is telling me. Wow, nice townhome, right? It was burglarized, but then he tried to kind of like get back at them, but that's not really at all. They're trying to make it sound nice and sweet, but nope.
That's not what you do when you're a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
At least you don't involve yourself with it. You could do what you do, but don't do it yourself. Like,
Yeah. I know he has a good bit of felonies, I think, against him as of right now. I think it is currently 8 felony charges, which 4 of them are on counts of kidnapping with the intent to harm and 4 counts of armed robbery, which is kind of insane. And I know that the Lions did release him because they weren't going to pay for his bond, because to be honest, I mean, I wouldn't either if I was in their boat too. I mean, if you fuck up that bad, I mean, come on, why would we keep you around, you know?
Yeah, and apparently there were a Second Chance Valley Ranch, you know what I'm saying? You know, apparently there was like $250,000 of property damage, you know, at his Airbnb, and allegedly he had tried to find these people who did the damage or theft or whatever the case may be and hold them at gunpoint. Allegedly, apparently, I heard also there's like a rumor that they got the wrong person, like the wrong people too. So like that's also really embarrassing.
They did this to the wrong person.
Like I see multiple reports of. I'm just gonna keep saying allegedly because you know.
We'll never know what's true in this.
I mean,
they're already
saying too that his attorney was saying that like they expect him on an NFL team within 30 days. In like recent court rulings, apparently there's, you know, so I don't know what's going on with that. They're being very general with terms though, so which is bound to happen. You're gonna get that, but
so you're saying he's gonna be back on the field pretty much before the league starts.
Yeah. Because he was already released on bail, so
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're saying that there's three teams interested.
He got bail. I thought he did. I thought they denied him bail.
No,
he got it was like a million or something
Tuesday,
on that.
No, I think it was last Tuesday.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he was
we keep
like a $1 million
past this
bond
every time, y'all, like in conversation. But I'm actually gonna kind of hammer down here because how can anybody else in the world have 8 felony charges be like against you, be able to post bail from like audience, do y'all hear like what we just said allegedly happened? Like even just like to like the lowest degree, like they went to go try to get revenge on people who stole from them. Like that sucks. That like I feel for you, but the retaliation by gunfire is like I don't got to teach anybody this. Apparently,
We shouldn't even be talking about like it
Why
shouldn't even be a conversation, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's a starting cornerback in the NFL, so it probably with one
He
of
has the
the
opportunity to have another job.
Yep.
I mean,
if you want to do it, just have your mans do it. Like there were so many people apparently involved in this situation that like, why couldn't you just sit this one out and
Why do you got to
have
show
them
face?
do it? Like,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like
it's
I'm not condoning any of that, but like yeah, like why do you have to? Anyone like of notoriety who gets caught up in anything is just like you just trying to be nosy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for that as well. And I know that we talked about it in last episode, which you haven't seen it, go watch it before you come here. I know we like kind of touched on stuff like this too, of talking about status. I'm bringing up status again because like I know this is kind of different in this situation, but it all comes back full circle. Like if you know your role, I mean, some people know it and they try to abuse it. And in this case, he tried to abuse it, but obviously you can't abuse something like this. Like
Right.
you can't do this and expect nothing to happen to you. Even though you're in the NFL, you've got to know the actions come with consequences, and not a lot of people do know that. And whether or not he was aware of it, guess what? You still did it anyway, dipshit. Like, what are you doing? And also to kind of add on to that, if he is convicted, he's facing life in prison.
I thought I saw
just
that,
FYI.
which is crazy. I thought I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because like people that are famous forget that they're famous, I guess, because like you can't just move like you're an everyday person and like very, 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 very small scale. Okay. Like within my line of work and like in the larger crowds of work that I do, I have to move a certain way because of like the limelight or the eyes that are on you. Like, you know, like how to, so like I don't understand how someone like on again much bigger scale, making much more money, having much more resources, decides to like put him like insert himself into this, like physically into the situation. Like, how can you be so mad and then follow through with that? You know?
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you know, let's get into some like real football talk here, y'all. So Jeremy Fowler actually, I believe he does this list every year, and he drops his projections, player by position, projecting into like the upcoming year before the league, before the season starts, and we're gonna be doing something very similar to that. We're gonna kind of clump them all together in one episode. It's a top 5. I believe he does like a top 10 with honorable mentions. But in some situations, actually, we're gonna be talking about defense today. We are going to kind of go over some of the list that he does already have out, because there are some alignments in our beliefs in what he's saying. So, yeah, I guess we should kind of get things kicked off with the Rams here. The Rams. Yeah.
Rams.
I'm looking at what I'm going to say next. Getting things kicked off with Edge here, and spoiler alert, y'all, I'm sorry. The number 1 defensive player on this list is Myles Garrett. Do we need to say much about this? I mean,
no.
You know, number 2, Micah Parsons in Green Bay. I'm going to go down this list all the way through its entirety, and we can go ahead and put our thoughts on it. Number 3, Will Anderson Jr. With the Houston Texans. Number 4, Max Crosby with the Raiders. 5, Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions. 6, Daniel Hunter with the Houston Texans. 7, TJ Watt with the Steelers. 8, Nick Bosa with the Niners. 9, Brian Burns with the Giants. And 10, Nick Bonito with the Denver Broncos. There are some honorable mentions on here: Jared Verse, Trey Hendrickson, Josh Hines Allen, And then also receiving votes of note, Trayvon Walker, Jalen Phillips, Montas. I'm not going to read these because these are kind of just, yeah.
Yeah, those are outside his top there. So
Yeah.
So yeah, out of this top 10, anything stand out to you guys? Jump out as like out of order?
Parsons at 2
with it. Okay. So like, what would you? Aidan, give me your top 5. Like, what would you have as your top 5 players?
Obviously, I got Garrett at 1, but I actually have Crosby at 2.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We align there, actually.
So, I mean, just to start it off, 35 career games with 5+ pressures. That's the most since 2019 by any edge rusher. And pretty much just the impact that he can have on a game, not even just by sacks. He doesn't need to be leader in sacks every year. The pressure that Crosby puts on a QB and pretty much how he causes chaos is just, if you watch the film, it's almost like, nobody other. I mean, Garrett clears everybody, obviously, but I think Max Crosby's the only close to.
If I may chime in, he also plays a run with like insane tenacity as well, too. So like,
if we're talking run, also he's clear cut too. If we're talking about but then I have Will Anderson 3, so that didn't change, and then I got Parsons 4 and Hutchinson 5. So I pretty much I only flip-flopped Crosby and Parsons compared to his list to mine. So
okay,
yeah, I just think Will Anderson's. I think he's going to have I would say he's going to have a bigger jump into this next year to be at the same level of Parsons, and Parsons isn't going to come back until week 5.
I agree.
At least it might be later. So,
and who is he going to come back as? Like in the real. Like in reality of it, it's a lower extremity injury, like a ligament. Like wasn't an MCL, ACL tear?
I think so. One of those.
I think so. Yep.
And part of that's a mental game, and you're playing against 300, anyways.
Yep.
Yeah, I really respect that list. Mine aligns actually really close to yours as well. Q, what do you got on your top 5?
Very similar, just. Again, different orders. I got 1 Garrett, obviously. 2, I got Parsons. I mean, I can be talked out of that due to the injury. I don't think he plays the run as well as like any of the other players I have listed, but as a pure pass rusher, regardless of injury, he's just crazy athletic. He has like more speed, the most speed than probably anybody on this list. 3, I got Crosby. Again, I wouldn't argue with swapping those 2. 4, I got Will Anderson. 5, I got Nick Bosa. Now that's, again, I could be talked out of that too because he gets injured a lot. But if he's healthy, he could be number 2, honestly. Like, he's a beast. Like, he plays the run, he plays the pass, but again, he gets hurt a lot.
Yeah. We're 2 years out from Nick Bosa being ranked number 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a beast. Like, if he's healthy, he's going to be in the top 5. And then I got Hutchinson as honorable mention. So, again, it's the same player. It's just different orders. Like,
yeah. Mine's also, like, really similar, too. If I may chime my 5, obvious with
Please.
Garrett being at 1. I also put Max Crosby at 2. And then here's where I think I differ a little bit from you guys. I actually put Hutch at 3, Parsons at 4, and then I actually put TJ Watt at 5. And I mean, with the whole injury thing, like that's why Parsons sits a little bit lower on my list. And then Hutch, I mean, gotta show love for my Lions people here, but like also him still with the injury from, like season and a half ago. I mean, that still could impact him now. So, I mean, it sucks, but he's not going to be a Myles Garrett or a Max Crosby. So, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I could put Hutchinson at 3 also. I mean, I'm pretty sure he led in QB pressures last year, so.
I think he did.
I mean, just as an edge rusher, that stat alone is almost just as big as sacks, so.
Yeah. Literally. I mean, looking at stats, like Aiden Hutchinson in his 4 seasons, he has 43 sacks. Like, that's pretty crazy. He had 14 and a half sacks last year. I didn't realize that.
And that's, correct me if I'm wrong, that's also including the fact that he was injured during, like, after his week 5 injury during that season too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he only played 5 games in 2024, so he missed almost the whole season. He has 43 sacks in 4 seasons. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a beast.
I think Will Anderson has 30 through his first 3, and I think he takes that jump this year too. Be around that same number through his first 4, but obviously he wasn't injured and didn't only play 5 games in one of the seasons. So
right.
And he plays on a stack. That Texans defense.
Yeah,
they're gonna win.
There's a lot of pressure on them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah.
What's your list, Brandon?
Mine's very similar to you guys. Obviously, I got number 1 as Myles Garrett. I do have Micah back on this list as well. So I do have Max Crosby as number 2. I do have actually Micah Parsons behind him. I have Will Anderson Jr. and then Aidan Hutchinson. So
yeah, I think
pretty much all the same things, just interchangeable.
Yeah, pass orders. It's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
and then like we said, like there's I feel like there's 2 honorable mentions outside of the top 5 that could easily be put in at 5 too. So
yeah, like when we say Nick Bosa and you know, even the Brian Burns mention kind of like tilted, like I turned my head a little bit at that one, you know.
He's top 10. I wouldn't put him in the top 5 though.
Yeah. I mean, as an honorable mention, I guess I would say, yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm with you on that.
Like any of these players we named, they could go to whatever team and they'll be number 1. But Brian Burns, he might be a number 1.
I feel you.
Impact as much as
no, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
As these people.
Okay, so should we go ahead and swing on into the tackles then?
No linebackers.
You want to go to the linebackers? You don't want to do tackles? Did we do tackles? We didn't.
I don't think so.
That works. Okay, that works. That was going to be a funny debate then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I.
No, it's
I mean,
cool.
do you want to list them off the ones that are there anyway, or just kind of?
No, I sure don't.
Defensive tackles. I didn't do defensive tackles.
Yeah, no, we're cool. We're gonna go ahead and move right past that. Let's go ahead and go to linebackers, y'all. Pardon the interruption.
I like this one.
This one's gonna be.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Yeah, this one's gonna be really interesting.
This one.
All right. Yeah, I guess Q, go ahead and start this one off. I'm really curious to see.
All right, so we're probably all gonna have the same one for pass rushers and middle linebackers. The one I got Fred Warner. Don't really gotta explain that. He's been the best linebacker for like 4 seasons or something like that. He's crazy. He can play the run. He can play the pass really well. I think that's what makes him stand out the most is he can play crazy pass defense. 2, I got Roquan Smith from the Ravens. He's taken a step back, like since last year, but I got him at 2. I still think he's a good player. I think he could bounce back this year with Jesse Minter coaching. 3, I got Nick Bolton from the Chiefs. I feel like he's a little slept on. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good player. Granted, he plays with an offense that typically has a lead. He doesn't have to do like as much as the top 2, but I think he's a solid player. He's fast, good size, pause, and yeah, he's a good player.
What are you saying?
He's sorry.
4, I got Tremaine Edmonds from the Giants. He's been one of my favorite linebackers since he's been in the league, low-key. Even when he was on the Bills, I liked him. He was on the Bears last year, and he was good. He's going to be a good pickup for the Giants, I think. Definitely one of their more under-the-radar players. 5, I got Bobby Wagner. A little old, not a little old. He's old as shit. He was there when they won the Super Bowl like 13 years ago. He's old, but I mean, he'll step in and he could start for a lot of teams. If he's if he were to go and be like a linebacker too. I called it during one of our earlier shows. I thought he could go to the Cowboys and start there. He's good. My honorable mention, I know this dude is injured all the time, but I think he's really good. He could be like, if he was healthy, he could be like the third best. I got Overshown from the Cowboys. He's also a beast. He's like one of my favorite players on their team, low key. If he's healthy this year, their defense will take that up, no doubt.
He just got to stay on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear that.
Okay. Yeah, I think all of our lists are like completely different outside of
it's gonna
our
be
number one.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, Aidan, go ahead and let's see what you got for your linebackers.
My top two follows suit with Q. So Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and then I got Zaire Franklin at 3. I know he's not a Colt anymore, but that's
he's
actually
the
only.
Packers, I think.
Yeah, he went to the Packers. That's like my only exception for the tackles because I mean he pretty much every year I'm pretty sure he's got over like 150 or 140 tackles.
Yeah,
but I mean he also gets sacks and he has 7 pass defenses last year. So I mean it's not just tackles. He sees the field. He's a leader. He'll always be. I mean he's always going to be my top 5. He's one of my favorite Colts. And then I got Bond. I got Zach Bond at 4. Same thing, a lot of tackles, but 2 interceptions, 7 pass defense, 7 tackles for loss. He's all over the field. I don't think there's really anybody that compares to how he burst onto the scene because Zach Bond kind of came out of nowhere. But yeah, I think he'll do the same thing next year. I don't think anything's changing. He's a leader on the Eagles defense. And then I have Bobby Okereke, also former Colt. It's going to look really, really biased, but same thing. It seems like a lot of them linebackers from the Colts, they run a zone and they trust their guys to be able to cover the passes as well as make tackles. So, I mean, 6 pass defenses, 2 interceptions. Pretty sure he started all games last year. I don't think he missed a game, so he stays healthy. And then my honorable mention is Ernest Jones, and this is solely for his coverage ability. I mean, 5 interceptions at linebacker last year for the Seahawks is quite ridiculous. 4 tackles for loss, and I mean, he's still rounded out with almost 130 tackles. So I think he could easily be in the top 5 after next year if he keeps that up. And so,
okay. Yeah. For my top 5, actually, my 1 and 2 are the same. Like, let's just sound redundant with it. Fred and Roquan. Like, it's super. It's a no-brainer.
Been the top 2 for what? Like, they've been the best for 5-6 years. Like,
yeah. Like, it's a toss-up. And then with the other ones, and I'll be honest, I put a lot more thought into defensive tackle because I had done the wrong homework or too much homework. I guess I did extra credit. These other ones I was having more fun with, so bear with me here. I did have actually Ernest Jones, the 4th, as my number 3 on this, my number 3 on this list, and it's funny you mentioned him as your honorable mention. And for what you had mentioned already, the interceptions, it feels like he's always around the ball, and like for me and what I'm looking for in a linebacker, like I love that. Similar to Fred Warner, just like in a different. Yeah, I mean they're different athletes, of course, but
just the instincts, yeah.
Yeah. And then I got Jack Campbell in here actually, from Detroit, and I know. Just when I do watch Detroit play defense, he's kind of a game wrecker. I mean, I'm not sure what his stats are actually off the top of the head. Let me see. Yeah, last year he had Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big tackle guy either. 89
Yeah, I was
tackles,
gonna
5
say
sacks, and 3 forced fumbles. So like,
5 sacks though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, like he's kind of a
It's
game wrecker. You know what I mean? Like he's making plays on the like around the ball as well. So that's kind of like my play style and liking and my liking to linebackers as well. People that kind of get their hands and body around the ball. Did I leave out somebody?
that was 4.
Oh, I did. Yeah, sorry. And then I had Jordan Brooks from Miami actually. I say that because and this is a different this is like a downhill kind of guy, right? He's not like your INT guy, but I just like his style. There's not really much I have to back behind that. I don't think his stats are really marvelous, but yeah, 99 tackles, no interceptions, 3.5 sacks last year. Yeah, that's my top 5.
You got
I guess
honorable
that-
mention?
None.
Nobody.
Like I said, no, I do, but like I said, I was being real playful with some of these, and I'm not on air.
Not on air is crazy. I guess that leaves it with me. Not gonna lie, you guys now have said everyone that's on my list at some point in these top 5. So, 1 and 2 is also the same for me. So, wow, so funny. And then some of these are literally just in a different order. Zach Bond I have at 3. And then Nick Bolton I have at 4. And then I actually do also have Jack Campbell sitting there at 5. And if
You got a solid linebacker list, Sale. You got a solid list.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a solid list.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. For someone who doesn't know a lot of defense, you know what? I take that in stride. Here's where it might go downhill though if I put an honorable mention on this list.
Don't piss me off, man. Piss me off.
Do I even want to put it? Should I just keep it like solid, or should I like
Come on,
put an
Baz.
honorable mention?
Nah, come on, Baz. Nah, yeah.
Okay, all right, guys. Look. Don't hate me, but I'm putting Devin
be like
Lloyd on my
Patrick
honorable
Queen.
mention.
Oh,
I'm gonna put Devin Lloyd on my honorable mention. Okay.
Nah, he's good. Nah, he's good.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Devin Lloyd's
Okay.
good.
So I'm saving myself here a little bit. Brandon's face makes me seem like I'm not saving myself that much, but you know what, Brandon?
Nah, that might be your best list.
Shut
no
up.
funny shit, like, which is crazy
No
for
lie.
linebackers, but that's a solid list. Like I
You know
almost put
what?
one of the Jaguars linebackers on. That's a good list. Like no bullshit. That's a good list.
Take my stuff in pride. Okay. All right, Brandon, what's
And
that
then
face
for a
for though?
lion.
Hold on. For the listeners, bro. Brandon's been sitting here with some peculiar ass face since I mentioned Devin Lloyd. What's this for?
No, just pondering, you know, just
Okay.
you know, about hold on a second.
Well, thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it.
No, so for the cornerbacks, how do you guys want to do this? Because this list has already also been done by Jeremy Fowler. You want me to run down through the top 5 or 10, and see how we
I'd
stack, so like where we stack?
You can just
Or
run
you
it
wanna
down
just
if
give
you
us-
want.
Run his top 5. See what his
Top
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. So his top 5, he's got Patrick Surtain II, Derek Stingley Jr., Christian Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon, and Trent McDuffie.
Yeah, very similar to mine.
Mine differs a little bit, but yeah.
Very similar to mine.
That actually is.
We can name ours and whatnot. I'm sure we're gonna have different orders. I think corners are the top at least like 3 or 4 like are kind of objectively good. Like they're corners that could go to any team and play any scheme. Like if you
Yeah.
know what
Right.
you look like.
And yeah, actually, outside of the top 5, I would say the inverse of that is true. Looking at this, except for maybe one, Denzel Ward is actually at number 7 on this list. Which
Yeah,
I feel like he could
he's
go to a lot of teams. And
sneaky. Yeah.
He's good.
I have Sauce at 3.
okay, so yeah, hey, let's just go ahead and get into it. Then we got our you got 3 lists. Let's get you 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Surton and Stingley. I don't think we need to. We're just gonna keep repeating ourselves. I feel like on the top 2s. I got Sauce at 3. I know last year he was a little bit down, no interceptions, 9 pass breakups. But that's also a combination of quarterbacks still avoiding his side of the field, which, I mean, you look at Pat Pete a couple of seasons, he didn't round it out with a lot of interceptions. I know he had a down year, but I still
interceptions aren't everything for a corner. If they know you nice, they're not throwing you the ball.
I still believe Sauce can be a top 3 corner. And then I have Gonzalez at 4, McDuffie at 5, and then Witherspoon as my honorable mention.
God damn, we have like identical lists, bro.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay. Yeah, listen, Bell, just go ahead and get your cornerback list.
Oh god. All right, great. I don't have to go last, so I hear you guys' list and then kind of, go off that too. So first, I'm not gonna lie, mine is like, I think mine is. I also was not I wasn't not listening, but I was hearing some names, but I think mine's almost identical to Aidan's. Surtain 1, Stingley 2, Gardner 3, Gonzalez 4, McDuffie 5, and then my honorable mention, literally identical. And then my honorable mention is Quinion Mitchell from the Eagles.
Another solid list. I thought about doing that.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I feel good.
Yeah, that's a good list.
Q, what you got?
So my list is all the players all the players Aidan named, just different order. So I got Surtain 1. I think I can't say clearly the best, but he has like the best combination of size, speed, man coverage zone, I would say. I got Gonzalez 2 over Stingley just because I like how he's a little taller.
Okay.
But I got Stingley 3. You could flip them either or. I would take Gonzalez, but minor flip, I would say. 4, I got Sauce. I forget that he's on the Colts, bro. Like, honestly, I be forgetting that.
Right.
But he's a beast. Like, he would go to, again, any team other than the three top players and be the number 1 corner. Like, anybody would be happy to have him. I wanted the Ravens to trade up and try to get him when he came out. Like, he's a beast. 5, I got McDuffie just for his versatility. He can play the slot. These other corners don't really play the slot like that. He can play the slot and outside. That's really valuable in a defense. And then my honorable mention is Devin Witherspoon, like Aidan said. He's a really good tackling corner, which I like. He blitzes a little bit and he hits. Like, I've seen him like rock the shit out of a couple people, which I like out of corners. My favorite corners are always a corner that can tackle, like a Jalen Ramsey, a Marlon Humphrey, a corner that can also cover but will hit you like a safety. I really like that in corner, so he got to be my honorable mention.
Okay. Yeah, and everyone's got Pat at number 1. It's very similar to the list that I kind of read off. I got Derek Stingley as 2. I got Christian Gonzalez as number 3. I mean, just especially the last time we saw him take the field, like, it's hard for me to think otherwise.
He's only reason Super Bowl wasn't a blowout, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, exactly. Then I got Devin Witherspoon at 4, because again, a very pivotal piece of a Super Bowl winning team. And then I got Sauce at 5, actually. Just for all things that you guys mentioned. I mean, for the reason that you don't want to throw, like, he's not getting a lot of targets because, I mean, the name on the back of his jersey, for real. Like, it's not even a joke. So,
yeah, why throw at him when you can throw? I don't even know who the other Colts corner is. Why throw at Sauce when
who cares? Throw it that way. Yeah, who cares, bro? It doesn't matter who your receiver is over there. You're coaching it up wrong.
Don't be hating on Kenny. Oh,
was it Kenny Moore?
Okay. And then my honorable mention, actually, I kind of alluded to it earlier, was Denzel Ward. I feel like if Denzel Ward was not in Cleveland, I feel like the conversation around him would be different.
100%.
It'd be a lot different.
100%. Then they just always playing, he's down 2 touchdowns every game, bro. Like,
or if Myles Garrett wouldn't have been in Cleveland for those years, he probably would be more of a you know,
Exactly.
more
He's
of a
still going to
story,
see
to be
himself as,
honest.
into the shrine. You know, he's still going to be first ballot Hall of Famer. You know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I
I do
totally
I
agree with
do
that.
think Gonzalez could be number 2, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
there's I don't know, he pretty much takes the wide receiver one out of any game that he plays. So
It's
yeah,
pretty
he's a
and
insane.
it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing as Witherspoon. I mean, his tackles, what do you have, 69, 70 tackles. And
Giggity.
then he only allowed two TDs in the 14 regular season games. Figure out how to get the 70 to that.
My bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into safeties because this one's actually pretty
I
tough
think our lists are
because
going to be different on this one too.
it's got to be because they're actually because we're talking about free and strong safeties and it's all
Right.
like on the preference of your play style. So um
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop my top 5 real quick, and I'm kind of cheating on number 5. I will say it's like 2 people because I'm not exactly. Anyways,
Yikes.
2 people.
let me get into it.
Hold up, hold up. Let him cook. Let him cook.
You got 7 people on this. You got honorable mention too.
No honorable mention. So like, I guess you can call one of the other people an honorable
What's up?
mention, but just hear me out. All right,
I did that last
argue
episode
real
too.
quick.
I
Argue.
did that last episode too. I can't hate him for it because I did the same thing. I
Hey,
said
so
2
look,
people at like
you
number
know,
3, so it's
Don't
fine.
hate the player, hate the game. You feel me?
All right, you know what?
so-
All right, go ahead.
all right. So I got Derwin James actually as number 1.
No explanation. He's a beast.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just been like through and through throughout his entire career. I know he's an older gentleman, but I still have him as the number 1 safety in the league. Number 2, Kyle Hamilton is honestly probably one of the reasons that the Ravens defense has been like many other. He's 1 of 11, right? But like a staple in the Baltimore defense. So I got him at number 2. Number 3 might be a little bit of a surprise. I got Xavier McKinney in Green Bay. I like his style, and correct me if I'm wrong. He came from New York, right?
Yeah, and he was even good on that shitty ass team.
Yeah, I wanted to hate him so badly when I watched him play against. So I just wanted to make sure I'm thinking of the same player. But I couldn't. Like even in, like watching him play against us, like he's a phenomenal talent and athlete. Number 4, I got Xavier Watts.
What?
Yeah.
Xavier Watts from the Falcons?
What did he say?
Yeah, I got Xavier Watts from the Falcons.
I like
Um,
Xavier Watts. He just hasn't played enough. I think he's going to be a good player.
Yeah, it was his year.
He has played enough.
Last year, he was a rookie last year.
Yeah, but he played. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
I'll get into
yeah,
it.
I hear what you're saying. Though I agree. Like this is his sophomore campaign, and it's like, can you do it again? Right? This is a man's league. I'm tracking what you're saying. But yeah,
I like
number
him.
4.
I like
You know,
him.
I'm standing 10 toes down on that one. I think he's gonna have. If that's how you start your career as a rookie, as a safety in the league. I don't know many people that plummet from there. You know what I mean? There's a quarterback slump, but I don't know about safeties now. Number 5, y'all. I haven't been Homer all day. I haven't mentioned the star at all. You know.
Uh-oh.
Here come that bullshit. Number 5, I got Jalen. It's 2 people because it's gonna be like a little tandem thing here. So Jalen Thompson and Caleb Downs. I say that because Caleb Downs is not always gonna be playing the safety spot. These are projections, y'all. These are projections. Again, I remind you, this is not off of like stats because, of course, the young kid hasn't played a single snap in the league yet. But I like the tandem, and also like to give further clarity as well. The defense that they're coming into is a Christian Parker-led defense, which is predominantly defensive back focused. He's turned Quinyon Mitchell and all these other people that we talk about from Philadelphia defensive backs into Pro Bowlers. And the way that I already hear that they're kind of like, you know how they're not trying to give their toes away, but like how I'm hearing how they're going to use certain players, especially these 2. It's going to be like Harrison Smith, like, you know, I mean, where it's like there's a lot of movement and I mean, from seeing what both of them do well, I think they're going to be one of them is going to be my number 5. It's just I say Caleb Downs and them because Caleb Downs could be a slot player on some snaps as well.
I like Thompson. I don't like him in the top 5, but I could see like a top 10. But I think he's a good safety. I do. Downs, I don't know. We'll see. I think he'll be good though, no doubt. I do think he'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm shooting blindly on that one, but 10 toes down.
Yeah. I mean, if you're talking going into the 2026 season, I don't. Yeah. Like, it's not technically based off of last year.
Right.
Like,
it's projection. Yeah. I'm projecting.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
So I don't mind it, especially being an Ohio State fan too. So.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
rattle some people up.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I gotta itch my eye real quick. Hold on.
Oh.
Sorry.
Michigan fan.
I'm not even a Michigan fan. I'm literally not even a Michigan fan. It's fucking hilarious. It's funny.
For real?
I'm a neutral, okay, hate me if you want. I'm a neutral Michigan State fan. I actually am, my top 3 other teams that I support are not in Michigan, so.
You got to go Michigan football, Michigan State basketball. So that's how you balance that out.
You win every time.
Yeah,
I root for both. If they win, cool. If they lose, but if they lose to one of the teams that I root for, suck it. You know what I'm saying? But it's fine. It's fine. You know what? That's a topic for another day. If y'all want to roast me for,
get into that. Yeah,
we can even get into that at the end after this episode, y'all. I'm totally okay to get into that, but that could be a fucking blooper for another day. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo. So yeah, go ahead and give me. You know what, Bells? Go ahead and give me your top.
Oh man. I don't really know how I feel about this, y'all, because
Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph.
Nope. Actually, listen. Neither. Okay, surprisingly, as a Lions fan, there's no Lions on this list. Neither of them are there, and I guess let me back up. Why? Injury. Do I need to speak more on their injuries that they've had? Like, there's a good chance that Kirby Joseph, or correct me if one of the two of them, I don't remember which one. I want to say it's Kirby Joseph. There's a chance that he doesn't even step on the field again.
I think it's Brian Branch.
Well, all right. You know what? Screw what I have to say as I guess now a fake Lions fan from what I'm sounding like, but you know what I'm saying. All love aside to both of them. But neither of them are on my list just because of injury. I would rather put them on my list in the future. If we, when we run this thing back next year, putting these same lists together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm ready for y'all to hate on my list, and that's chill. Number 1, I have Budda Baker from the Cardinals. Y'all, yeah, it's okay. Y'all can hate. Number 2, I have Xavier McKinney.
Okay.
Number 3, this might be a stretch. I put Julian Love at 3. I put Kyle Hamilton at 4, and then Derwin James at 5.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't, and this is just to kind of keep in mind, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not that big into defense and whatnot. I'm looking mainly on their stats and kind of basing off what I think that they could do for the following year, taking into account their age and the stats and what they've put up previously. So that's kind of what I'm using as well. So
we'll have to do some like film breakdowns or something sometime. Like that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Got a long off season.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We got like 14 weeks actually.
Yeah, it's
dang.
We're in like the dead zone right now. The off.
Got a strong 2 months till the season starts, but it's gonna be here before you know it. Honestly,
2 months of good content. You know what I'm saying, from the off season ourselves.
Yeah, make sure you tune in. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe. Q, let me go ahead and get your top 5 safeties.
All right, so my list is pretty similar to yours, Brandon. I got Derwin at 1. He's been one of my favorite safeties since he's been in the league. I watched him. I watched like a game or two of him in college and Jalen Ramsey in specific. I remember like seeing. I'm like, God damn, bro! Like it's like watching them. Like they're big defensive backs. They're physical, and just that Florida State jersey, bro. The DBs they look nice ever since Pride Time been there. The DBs always look nice Florida State. So I love Derwin James. 2, I got Kyle Hamilton. He's a beast. He has like a play style like Troy Polamalu. He just kind of moves around, does a bunch of different things. He's not Troy Polamalu. We gotta wait for like another 5 years or so to give him that, to put him in that conversation. But play style wise, he moves around like Troy Polamalu. 3, I got Jesse Bates because I was trying to find like a ball hawking safety to throw in here. He's good. He's been solid for like 5 or 6 years. Came from the Bengals to the Falcons and has been solid ever since he went to the Falcons. 4, I got Xavier McKinney. Kind of like what you were saying earlier, Brandon, about even on the Giants, like he was on a terrible team and he was still erasing big plays, getting interceptions. He's another good free safety that I really like. 5, I got Kirby Joseph. He's again another free safety that's really good. Erases big plays, makes a lot of interceptions, and he's, I would say, one of the reasons that defense has been as solid as it has been the last, like 3 years. I would say they've been really good. And my honorable mention I have is Antoine Winfield Jr. from the Bucks. And I went back and forth on this. I almost put Buda Baker on there, like Sale had on her list. But I threw Winfield on there after I looked at his stats. So he's played 6 seasons. He has 12 forced fumbles, 10 fumble recoveries, and 9 interceptions. So he has a lot of turnovers. I like the numbers that I see, so I had to fit him on there somewhere. I think he's a good player.
Okay. Aidan, what you got?
I actually have Hamilton at 1 on this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, and this is I would say last year Derwin was still number 1, but I think projecting into the next season, I think I have Kyle Hamilton for sure. Just his versatility, his size, ability to play the ball. I know he doesn't get a lot of interceptions, but 9 pass breakups still, 82 tackles. You know, I think his size, the way he can align deep, like it's just, I think he's going to be the most versatile safety going into the next season. And then 2 got Derwin. So, I mean, it's just a flip-flop. I won't really go into that too much. I do have Bates at 3 also. He's just been a high IQ safety for years. He's been solid. I think he had like an 84 PFF grade still, and I know he's getting up there in age, but he's still just a solid safety. And then I have McKinney at 4.
Oh man, copy my list.
I know, and then actually this one's different though. I have Petrie at
Ooh, I like Petrie.
Yeah,
I wanted the Ravens to draft.
He played in 14 games and he had more interceptions and pass breakups than the whole top 4 of this list. So
yeah, he's a beast. He could play the slot. Like
his production profile is just ridiculous. So
yeah,
I really like Petrie, and then I have Xavier Watts as my honorable mention. So, and the same thing, he had more interceptions and pass breakups than the whole top 5 list. I think he had 1 less pass breakup than Petrie, but he played 17 total games. So that just Petrie, I think he would have had an unbelievable year if he would have finished it out. So
I didn't realize Xavier Watts had 5 interceptions. I really didn't realize that until I looked it up.
Yeah,
stats are a little better than I thought.
Yeah, he's his production is nice.
He played for Iowa, right? Notre Dame. He played for Notre Dame.
I don't think it was Iowa. I think it was Degene. Are you thinking of Degene? You mixing them up?
Division.
What?
Nah, I remember on College Football 25, they had like 390 something overall safeties. I used to use them like for shits and giggles. What the fuck is it? Yeah, what the fuck is his name? Xavier Nwankpa.
Oh, and yeah.
Yeah, see, they have the same first name. I was like, why am I thinking of that? Yeah, that's why.
What's his last name?
Then Nwakpa, Nwankpa, but they're the same build. Like he's big as shit. Like Xavier Watts is.
Yeah, bro, I don't know. That's wild. Yeah, those are all solid lists, and y'all, that's a defense, right? That's that's from the front to the back. So yeah, we got to give a huge shout out again to our guest here, Aidan. Hopefully, we can have him on again here soon. From myself, Brandon, from Q, from Bella, we appreciate y'all as always. Love.
Hello.
Boink.